access to weapons for violent transnational criminal groups allows them to contest with the state and to cement their control over territories, box out government forces, and again, damage and threaten the lives of everyday citizens.
Hi, I'm Chris Hernandez-Roy, the Deputy Director and Senior Fellow of the Americas Program at CSIS.
And I'm Henry Ziemer, a Research Associate for the Americas Program at CSIS.
And we're here to talk about our recent report written with Azucena Duarte, Under the Gun, Firearms Trafficking in Latin America and the Caribbean.
The report takes a regional look at dynamics of firearms trafficking, the types of weapons trafficked, as well as the methods and modalities used by traffickers to move them across the region. We start with Mexico, then look on to Central America, South America, and finally the Caribbean. What we find is that while as proximity from the United States increases, the role of U.S. guns tends to diminish. The challenges and the threats that trafficked firearms present for countries across the region remain broadly similar, and the patterns of criminal activity using trafficked firearms persist.
We've written the report now because we've seen a dramatic increase in drug trafficking in parts of the region, leading to more violence, which is made possible through the proliferation of firearms, most of which come illegally from the United States.
The biggest takeaway from this report is to understand firearms trafficking not merely as a public safety issue, but as a genuine sovereignty threat for countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. Access to weapons for violent transnational criminal groups allows them to contest with the state and to cement their control over territories, box out government forces, and again, damage and threaten the lives of everyday citizens.
The larger policy discussion is tied up in the whole counter-drug interests of the United States, especially with the rise and expansion of fentanyl trafficking across the border from Mexico. The U.S. wants its southern neighbor and further afield to have better cooperation on drug trafficking, but those countries in return tell the United States that it must do more to combat the illicit trafficking of firearms, which is actually allowing the drug trafficking organizations to peddle their deadly product.
To read the full report, Under the Gun, Firearms Trafficking in Latin America and the Caribbean, please visit csis.org.